Hello, my friends, and welcome. Are you ready to do a craft with me? I can't wait. All right, let's get started. Today, we're going to be doing a winter craft. So let's get dressed for the winter. I'm going to get my winter hat on. What about you? What are you going to wear? You might want to wear a scarf. You might want to wear earmuffs. It's up to you. But try not to wear any mittens or gloves just because we're going to be working with our hands. And sometimes it can be kind of tricky to be using glue and having your mittens on. Okay, so maybe a hat, earmuffs, or even if you have winter glasses like Mrs. Silva. All right, let's get started. So for this craft, you're going to need a piece of paper. I chose the color blue because when I think of blue, I think of winter, okay? You will also need some tin foil or some aluminum foil. And this you can find in Mommy's or Daddy's kitchen or Grandma's and Grandpa's kitchen. And make sure you ask them for permission if you can use some of this for our craft today. We won't be needing a lot of the tin foil, but at least maybe about, I don't know, the size of the paper, okay? We will also be using glue. You can use glue stick or you can use the liquid white glue. All right. And perhaps maybe a pencil or a marker that will help you when we're drawing lines on our paper to make our snowflake. That's what we're making using our tin foil. And I'll show you what to do. So if you don't have a ruler, find something that you can use that can make a straight line. Now, this is my markers, and look at this. There's a straight line here. So I can use that to make the lines for my snowflake. Now, I'm gonna use a marker just so my friends can see the lines Mrs. Silva is drawing, and then you can follow along. Your snowflake does not have to be exactly like Mrs. Silva's. You think of how you want to design your snowflake. Let's get started. So you're going to place your ruler or whatever you have that's going to make a straight line, and you're going to just start making an X on your paper. That's how I like to start when I draw my snowflake. So you can see that I made an X. We're going to be using a couple of letters of the alphabet to make our snowflake, and I'll show you how. So first letter is the letter X. Next letter is the letter I. So you can make a line going down the middle just like this. Now another line going the opposite way, just like this. So far, it's starting to look like a snowflake. Now, how many of my friends know the letter V? Just looks like this. You're going to be drawing the letter V on the end of all these lines, okay? So I'll show you. Letter V on the tip of that line. Now you're going to do it all the way around your snowflake. Now you can make your snowflake as big as you want or as little as you want. It's up to you, okay? So there we go. So I made V's all the way around my snowflake. Now maybe I want to make another line across here, but it'll be an upside down V, and I'll show you how to do it. So you start at the middle of the line and you go up and you go down. So do you see this? I went up and down, and it's an upside down V. But if I turn it right side up, there is the letter V. Now, if it makes it easy for you to just do V's all the way around, just turn your paper and then it will be upright for you, okay? So we're turning the paper and we're making the letter V, turning the paper, making the letter V, turning it, making the letter V, turning it and making the letter V, all the way around until you've gotten your snowflake. Look at that. I love the way this snowflake looks. So I'm gonna stop drawing the lines for now. Now I'm gonna get some tin foil. Now, you can use scissors to cut the tin foil, okay? You can also use your fingers and your hands just to rip the tin foil into little pieces, okay? So here I go. See how I'm ripping it? I can rip it into little pieces, okay? Doesn't have to be big, just, well, about the size of maybe your thumb, or maybe a little bit bigger, okay? But remember, these are going to get glued on the snowflake that you made. So if the pieces are a little bit big, that's okay. You can squish them up and you can glue them on that way. Now, if you don't want to rip them, you can also like make strips and long strips like this, and then glue them on your lines. But I like to make it a little bit challenging for myself, so I'm going to rip some small pieces, okay? Now, this craft is not a quick craft. So if you don't have a lot of time, my friends, that's okay. You can finish it up next time. But if you do have time, this will take you a little bit of time, depending on how big you drew your snowflake. Now, Mrs. Silva, maybe I have a lot of lines, so my job is to get this tin foil on these lines, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So, like I said, you can use the glue stick, or you can use the white glue, okay? So I'm going to use the white glue just to, let's see if it works for me. If not, I might have to use, what is going on here? Okay, that's fine. Try it again. Okay, it doesn't want to work for me, and that's okay. I've got the glue stick. So I'm going to put the glue right on the lines that I drew. Now, I'm not going to put glue everywhere now at this point, because if I put glue everywhere, by the time I finish gluing here, this glue would already dry. Okay, so we want to just work in small spots and small sections, okay? So I put some glue up here. Now I'm going to get my tin foil, and I'm going to grab those pieces and I'm going to put them on my lines, okay? There we go. Now, you can squish up the tin foil, make it kind of crinkly too. I like that. That's kind of like textured art we're making here, okay? There we go. Here's some more here on this line. You have to press hard, my friends, or else it's not going to stick, okay? Now remember, we're not putting glue on the tin foil. A lot of my friends like to put glue on the tin foil. No. It's easier to put the glue on the biggest part of your craft, which is the blue paper or whatever paper you have at home that you drew your snowflake on, okay? It just helps us not get our fingers all sticky, right? Because then everything starts sticking to our fingers, and then we'll have to go and wash our hands, and it's a big, big, big job. Okay. And I love the way this is turning out so far. So I'm just putting the glue on the lines, like I said. Okay. I love doing crafts like this. That's a quiet craft, right? So see how those were the lines, and now I'm just putting the tin foil on those lines there that I drew for my snowflake. Okay, let's keep working. Like I said, this is not an easy craft, but it is one that needs your attention, which means you need to make sure you're concentrating, okay? And you're not rushing to get it done. If you're gonna rush, it might not look its very best. And what I want for my friends is to try your best when doing crafts, okay? Use your imagination. All right, so we need more glue here, Mrs. Silva. Get busy. Quit chit-chatting. Well, that's right. We like to chit-chat, don't we? Okay, and that's okay. As long as we get our jobs done, it's okay to talk about it. Okay, here we go. Now, boys and girls, I'm not sure if you know, but snowflakes are not the same. There is not one that are alike. Not even one are the same. And that's going to be the same with this craft. I'm not sure how you drew your snowflake. It could have looked like Mrs. Silva's, but it will never look exactly like mine. And mine will never look exactly like yours because we're two different people. And these are different snowflakes, okay? All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, Mrs. Silva. I love the way this is turning out. Oh my friends, I hope you're having fun over there. Are your fingers getting sticky? Mine are getting a little bit sticky, I have to admit. Yeah, you're right. But they're not as sticky as if we were going to put glue on the tin foil, right? Okay. Oh, my friends. I love the way this is turning out. Oops. You're right. They're kind of sticking to my fingers again. Oh, my. Now, if you have to go and wash your hands, that's fine. But to take off the glue, that's okay. But make sure you dry your hands. Very good. You can't have any wet hands because then it will wet the paper. So far, so good. So far, so good. That looks absolutely beautiful. Like a beautiful, shiny snowflake falling from the sky. Now, if you didn't want to make a big snowflake, you can make teeny tiny snowflakes. But the only thing, it might be a little bit challenging or it might be hard for you to put the tin foil on those lines in. And then they might look all bunched together, but that's okay. That's okay. You can make whatever size snowflake you wish. It's up to you. Now, when you're gluing your snowflake on, there's two sides to the tin foil. There's the shiny side and there's the kind of not so shiny side. You can use both sides when gluing your snowflake together. It doesn't, if you want to use all the shiny sides, you can. If you want to mix it up, I've mixed it up. I've made some of the shiny sides and some that are not so shiny, okay? Okay, looky here. This is fantastic. Now, oops. Make sure you press it down, my friends, because I'm just finding out that this little piece wants to fall off because Mrs. Silva didn't press hard enough. When I mean press, I mean press your finger down. Press it down, okay? Maybe even count to 5 or count to 10, and that makes sure that your tinfoil will not go anywhere, okay? All right, so I'm just... Or you might need to put a little bit more glue. That's better. Okay, good. Good. So I have half my snowflake done, and now I have to work on the other half. We are doing such a good job, my friends. I like the way you're taking your time and you're putting the pieces on the line, okay? I know it can be frustrating a little bit, and if there are mummies and daddies, grandmas and grandpas out there who wish to join and maybe help out the little ones, if it's a little bit too hard for them to do by themselves, go ahead, help them out. It's such a fun craft to do as a family. It really is. Oh, wow, Mrs. Silva, look at this. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like when I'm done. Oh my. Here we go. Sometimes it's easier if you've ripped off bigger pieces, it makes the craft go quickly. But if you've ripped up teeny tiny pieces, that'll take a little bit more time, okay? And that's okay, right? As long as you are having fun, which I am, that's all that matters, okay? Here we go. Look at this. Oh my. Oh my, I can see the finish line. You know what that means? I'm almost done my snowflake. I hope you are too. And if you're not, that's okay. You take your time. And when you finish, you finish. You'll be able to see your snowflake when you are done, okay? All right. There we go. As you can see, I have to rip some more tin foil because I need some more. I've already used up the one I already had. Okay, looky here. Snowflakes falling to the ground, falling from the sky, falling everywhere. Let's go play in the snow. Wow. You can even make up songs as you make your crafts. That's what I just did. Why not make it a musical craft? Okay. I like that. Okay, here we go. I've got a few more lines left, and then I will show you my finished snowflake. Okay, sticky fingers. I have to admit, they are sticky now, friends. Well, thank goodness I'm at the end of my craft, so I can wash my hands when I'm done. But oh my, I need a few more pieces here. For these two V's, remember the V's that we drew? I've got a few more V's to glue my tin foil on, and then I will show you what it looks like. Oh my friends, I can't believe how beautiful this looks. You could actually frame this, which means put it in a picture frame, how beautiful it looks because it's so nice and shiny. Okay, oops, a little bit more glue. Last bit of my glue, and now I'm going to show you my finished snowflake. Oh well, almost finished here. Let's go. Stick together. Here we go. Dun da da da. Look at that. Boys and girls, I love the way my snowflake turned out. I hope you're done yours too. And if not, that's okay. You finish up. But until next time, my friends, have fun and be creative. Maybe go jump in the snow. Go have fun making your snowflakes.